Welcome back, GGs, to a new video. The CS2 AUSTIN Major pick'ems got released, so let's do them together. 65% of you isn't subscribed yet, so what are you waiting for? Go subscribe right now. I'm watching you. Did you subscribe? Alright, enjoy the video. Let's start with buying the viewer pass, which looks really cool. Now we just have to activate it. And there we go. This coin looks amazing. We have to get a diamond one. Well, of course, for the graffiti, you already know which one I'm picking. Even though they probably won't go far because they suck dick right now. But hey, that's not important. What is important is how are we gonna get a diamond coin. I honestly think that the first stage is really hard. These teams are a little bit random, so most of these matches are going to end up being 50-50s. Don't worry, this website allows you to simulate all the matches, which will help us with our pick'ems. To start off with our 3-0, I think a common pick is Heroic and Complexity. The reason we're doing this is because these two just look the strongest. There is one problem though. Complexity's first match is up against OG. Now OG is also a team that looked very strong during the qualifiers. And there have been talks of Halsrick not being able to get a visa, so he's gonna get substituted. Meaning that this match, OG versus Complexity, is probably going to be closer than you think. Because of this, I'm not going to pick Complexity as a 3-0. Now I'm just going to bet on OG winning against Complexity. Heroic has a big chance of winning here. I feel like B8 against Imperial is a pretty 50-50, but let's say B8 wins. Because, well, last time Imperial went 0-3. Bad Boom against Nemiga. Bad Boom is a pretty good team. Nemiga has beaten Bad Boom a few times though, but I think Bad Boom will take the win. Tyloo against NRG. I think Tyloo will take the win, but you gotta be careful because NRG is playing on home ground. And for people saying that doesn't matter, it definitely fucking does. Legacy versus Lin Vision. I feel like this is going to be a very close match. Now, if you're wondering why is Legacy playing, they didn't qualify. Well, Bestia didn't have their visas in time, even though their communication with Blast was very clear, and I'm pretty sure they've already gotten the visas now. Blast and Valve just said, nah, you're gonna get replaced by Legacy, because apparently the visas weren't on time, even though that's not in the rulebook. Hopefully Bestia still gets a chance to play at the major, but I feel like this is not gonna happen. Big Boss Valve and Blast have decided, no Bestia at the major. So I'ma say Live Vision wins. Wildcard against Medziport is again going to be a very close game, but I think Wildcard can win it. Then we have FlyQuest against Fluxo, and I think FlyQuest will take this one. Moving on to the second round of matches. Heroic versus OG, which Heroic wins. B8 against FlyQuest, which is actually a pretty hard one, but I think B8 will take it. Bad Boom against Wildcard, and last time Bad Boom absolutely destroyed Wildcard, so I'ma say Bad Boom wins here. Then we have Tyloo against Lin Vision, which couldn't be a bigger 50-50. I'ma just say Tyloo wins this one. Complexity against Fluxo should be a Complexity win. I think Medziport will take this one. Imperial versus Legacy, I think Imperial will win. Then we have Nemiga against NRG, which is again going to be a close match, but I think NRG will take this one. Which brings us to our 3-0. So we've got Heroic against Tyloo, which I think is pretty clear Heroic is going to win. That is again why Heroic is a very good 3-0 pick. Now B8 against Bad Boom is really fucking hard, because I think both of these teams will definitely qualify, but which one is going 3-0? Now to choose our 3-0 between these two teams, we're gonna take a look at what happens if Complexity wins, which in round 2 puts B8 against Lin Vision and Bad Boom against Tyloo. So in the scenario where Complexity wins against OG, Bad Boom and B8 will probably still go 2-0. Now to go 3-0, Bad Boom will have to win against Complexity and B8 will have to win against Heroic. And I think Bad Boom winning here is more likely than B8 beating Heroic. Meaning my 3-0 will be Heroic and Bad Boom. Because again, in both scenarios of OG winning and Complexity winning, Bad Boom probably has the highest chance of going 3-0. Of course, they could lose against Nemiga in the beginning, but honestly, if they lose against Nemiga, they deserve to not qualify. Let's get 3 booms for that. Boom, boom, boom. Now the next thing we have to do is pick who's going to go 0-3. Fluxo against Shingi's Warriors is just a straight up 50-50. Now I do know that Fluxo is playing with Art, so they probably have a bit more experience on the team, meaning that they probably take the win here. Then we have Nemiga against Legacy, and I think Nemiga will take the win here. Now I think the safest thing to do is put Shingi's Warriors and Fluxo both at 0-3. Almost in every scenario where they both end up going 0-2, they will play against each other, meaning if you pick both, you'll definitely get 1 point. Moving on to the remaining teams that I think will qualify. Now I think here you should just pick the remaining strongest teams. Wildcard against Complexity, which will be an interesting game, but I think Complexity will take the win. I think OG has the upper hand, so they will win. Lin Vision against NRG in my book is a 50-50, but let's say NRG wins. FlyQuest against Imperial, I think FlyQuest will definitely win here. Moving on to round 4, where we have 3 teams qualifying and 3 teams going out. We've got B8 against NRG. I think B8 takes the win. win here and then qualifies. Tyloo against Complexity, I think Complexity will take the win and qualify. OG against FlyQuest, I think OG will take the win and qualify as well. And in the lower bracket we have Wildcard against Fluxo, I think Wildcard will win. Nemiga against Medziport, I think Medziport will take the win here. Nivision against Imperial is a 50-50, I'ma just say Nivision wins. And lastly, the 5th round. Tyloo against Medziport, I think Tyloo will take the win here. Wildcard against Nivision, I think Wildcard will win. And FlyQuest against NRG, I think FlyQuest will win. Again, just picking the strongest teams to qualify. I think Medziport is also a really good pick, but I don't know which team to replace with them. So I'ma just stay with my gut and say these are my pick'ems. And that, Gingies, is going to be it for the opening stage of the Austin Major pick'ems. Let me know in the comments what your pick'ems are, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to see when I upload next. Hopefully this year we all get a diamond coin, and I will see you in the next stage. Peace. Oh my babu. Shinli. I like anime titties.